Okay, so this is our last technical talk or community talk, because then we have a debate and then we're going to have the closing. So what we are going to have here now is going to be a survey results, stories that he has learned just by talking to people, interviewing people. Andreas, probably you have seen him before in other conferences or just organizing stuff, speaking, or doing many stuff. Maybe you also know that he has two nice hobbies, running and cycling, but he always does it with a purpose. He just doesn't go running and cycling for the sake of doing it. He always goes to find ice cream. That's his goal. He runs to the ice cream shop and bikes to the ice cream shop, but he's going to talk about something else now. So please welcome Andreas Scherbaum.
Thank you. You know what's the worst part? After the ice cream, I have to run back. Anyone seen this today? You should go, you have a ticket for it. Okay, how many people in our community like sailing? Does anyone here like sailing? I should interview all of you. We will answer this question in a couple of minutes. Since 2020, I'm doing a small side project, not so small side project. I'm interviewing people from a Postgres community. This is the website to the interviews I have. The main purpose of this is actually bring people, well, to you, to let you know about these people, and not just the committers we have, not just the people who are writing code, but anyone in the community, like people organizing the conferences, like people helping others online. Well, thanks for the introduction. My name is Andreas. I'm actually also board of directors Postgres Europe, so technically we are organizing this year. I'm one of the founding members of Postgres Europe 15 years ago. How long is it ago? 2008, I think. These days I work for EDB on Warehouse PG, which is a Greenclamp fork. So we care about anything which is a terabyte or more, anything below that. It's not really our thing. You mostly can find me on Mastodon or on LinkedIn. I also have my own blog, which is not the same as for the interviews, so different URL. And I also have a website with all the social media links I have from the interviews and a couple more, so you can add your own social media links to this website. If you go to this link, anyone I interviewed and many people more, all the social media links I have, you can just go and follow them. Small side story, we also have an event calendar. So if you want to know about this event next year or other events we have, there's a whole calendar you can add into your Outlook. And then it shows you both the call for papers we have and the actual events. So you will never miss a deadline for submitting a paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, coming back to the interviews. What is this about? So I will tell you a little bit how it started, how this is going on. I will skip over most of the technical details because I got short to 25 minutes here. And then I spend the larger part of the talk about what I learned about the community, about everyone I interviewed. Anyone know what this is or where this is? Ideas? Gianni is not allowed to say. It's the Supreme Court in Rome. Anyone knows this one? It's close by. It's the Castle St. Angelo. So how did this start? 2019 in December, we've been in Rome with a couple other people, among them Devrim over there. And then we're sitting in a hard rock cafe, Devrim's favorite place of all places. And well, we took pictures, we were sitting over lunch, and then discussion started what we can do for the community and how we can improve all of this. And then we came back home, and as you may remember, shortly after, December 2019, the small breakdown started and we had to stay home. I had some time to implement this. Anyway, I started asking a couple of people, can I interview for this? Build up a website, started the interviews, and then all of this started. Why is it not working? On the technical side, it's a static website. So I'm using Hugo under the hood. It's deploying from Markdown files into an HTML website. There's a repository I'm pushing to. It's automatically deployed to the website. Everyone I'm interviewing gets a Google Doc for the questions, so they can edit questions, answering questions, add new questions any way they like. There's at least one round of reviews, usually more than one. And then once they're happy, I create a preview. Usually there are some more changes coming in after that. And then once they're happy with the preview, it gets published at some point. It's usually published on Mondays. Then I also post on some social media links. And as you can see, every time I post something, I get more invites from people I don't know. I also learned the hard way that LinkedIn is removing invitations after 6 months. So that's why it's going down again. How many people like to call it Postgres, or how many people like to call it PostgreSQL? It's evenly split. So this number really doesn't change. So the majority is, small majority is in favor of PostgreSQL. No one said Postgre. That's good. There's, however, only a very small minority to actually say, let's change this. People are just fine naming it Postgres or PostgreSQL or whatever. So I think the project will just stay with it. How many people did I interview? So I started about 600 interviews. Out of this, I started 230. I have 600 people on my list. Out of this, I have 208 completed and 124 open. So anyone here in the room who I asked to interview and we started, please complete it. It is completed. Good, soon. If you want to suggest anyone for an interview, any way Postgres related, please drop me an email, drop me a name. Ideally also include an email address, please, so I can contact this person. There's one person I got recommended 12 times. Can you guess who it is? Close, I should look up this number. It's actually Tom Lane. Well, he said thanks, but thanks. From the entire community, what are the top 3 countries we have people from? Germany, no. USA, France, India. And France is really a top runner up to the US. So we have, how many? 25, 27. Yeah, Uno. Yeah, make it more, make it 2. Where's Chile? Chile is one that's Alvaro, actually, yeah. Make it 2. I have a total of 34 countries where are people coming from. That's impressive. What's the first Postgres version people are using? You should really go and read the interview with Elaine Mustaine, who worked for the original company who used Postgres before it was Postgres 95. That's a long time ago. What's with 14 and the other versions? Why are we not getting new people into the community? And we really, really need to work on improving this number. So this is always about 15, 20%. It's never getting better so far. So please give me more names. Please include more people. Let's coming back to my initial slide about sailing. So we have 5 people who at least told me they like to sail. I've seen a couple more people here in the room. The big winner by far is cycling. So plenty of people actually go out and do cycling. Walking around is good, hiking is good. We have a running club. We also have a chess club in our community. Where's the chessboard? Yeah, usually you see him playing chess at a conference. So Dirk. There's also a couple of people who like to actually build Lego. That's nice. If you stay at home, I think it's evenly divided between watching movies and reading. Is anyone doing both as a favorite hobby? And coffee is still the strongest drink we have, outweighing beer and anything else. Where are people? Where can you find people? Twitter is still very strong, so occasionally I look over all the interviews and check if the Twitter account is still active. Quite a few people are actually still on Twitter. LinkedIn is rising, so if you want to find anyone in the community, probably these days go to LinkedIn. This matches with data we've seen from the other events we have. People tend to go to LinkedIn to find the information about conferences. Mastodon is rising, and blogs are also rising again, so people started writing more blogs. For a while, a couple of years, it was kind of declining. Now it's increasing again. Okay. What's your favorite conference, except Lowlands? Still Lowlands. Okay, second favorite. Yes, PGConf is by far the most favorite conference for people to go. I can undersign this. And then it was PGCon, so now it's PGConf Dev. This one. And then it's also FORSTEM. Anyone been to FORSTEM? And the others, why haven't you not been to FORSTEM? Okay. We have a total of 34 conferences in the community, one way or another. So if you want to find a conference, you can probably find one every 3 weeks. What's your favorite extension? Yes, this matches. We have a total of 62 extensions. Only mentioned it in the reviews. We have way more in the community, but 62 mentioned. So yeah, it's PG statements and PostgreSQL mostly, and then it's decreasing, coming lower. I have 208 interviews, and more than half of the people in my interviews make a career out of Postgres. Looking back 10, 15, 20 years, could you have imagined this? Oh, actually, yeah. Does Postgres have a future? Well, I don't know, but people say it has a future. So about 2/3 or 3/4 of the people in our community say, okay, yes, Postgres has a future. I didn't hear any other opinions. Is Postgres good for your business use case? Yes, otherwise we wouldn't be here. Is Postgres also good for your private use case, for your pet project, whatsoever? Most people say yes, but the number is a little bit lower. A few people actually in interviews say, okay, maybe use something more easy, maybe SQLite or so. Doesn't always have to be Postgres. Last question. Do we need multi-master? Who's in favor? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Who's against it? Who doesn't care? Well, we have 7 people who want it. I hope you get to it and actually implement it now. I'm pretty sure they didn't. Okay, yes, plenty more data in it. I don't have time to look over all of this. I could go on for another 2 hours or so. Any questions? And before you answer, I answered a few of you already. Yes. I did hide a few. Yes.
For how long has Boris not answering the form? Because the last time he was a year. Is still counting?
Yeah. He needs a project manager for this.
Bruce has a question there.
How did you exceed your own slide count?
That's for you to know. The presentation is longer, but I did hide a few, and apparently LibreOffice can't count.
Okay, do we have more questions?
Yes,
There
Devrim
was
had
another-
one.
Who?
Devrim,
Do you have a question?
you did raise your hand.
He already
Okay.
asked his question.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And wait here because I have to give you your... Yeah. So I hope that this is going to come into what is one of your favorite speakers present. Handmade keyring for you. Thank you again.